Have you ever wondered why lately you just want to be alone? Not because you dislike people, but because something inside you feels drained, tired of noise, of pretending, of conversations that never touch the truth. You don't crave isolation. You crave oxygen. You want space where your thoughts can breathe, where you don't have to perform, explain, or adjust to be understood. And that quiet pull towards solitude might mean something far deeper than you realize. Stay until the end, because once you understand what this desire truly means, you will never see being alone the same way again. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire, yet he withdrew into silence to write his thoughts. He said that the soul becomes stronger when it retreats within itself. Seneca called solitude the workshop of the wise, a sacred space where character is built without applause. And Epictetus warned that most people fear being alone because they meet their own thoughts there. The Stoics knew the truth. Solitude is not the absence of people, it is the presence of self. It is not rejection of life, but a return to what makes life worth living. So if you've been turning down invitations, spending more time in quiet, or feeling less interested in noise and crowds, don't rush to fix it. Maybe nothing is broken. Maybe something is awakening. Let's explore 4 insights that reveal what your desire to be alone really means, and why it might be one of the clearest signs that you are becoming stronger than ever. Insight 1. You're not escaping people. You're returning to yourself. From childhood, we are taught to look outward, to seek validation, attention, approval. We measure our worth by how many people like us, and our peace by how few disapprove. But there comes a moment when the soul grows tired of performing. You stop wanting to be seen and start wanting to be real. That's when solitude begins calling you back. You sit in silence, and the noise of the world fades. For the first time, you hear your own thoughts again. You realize that peace doesn't need witnesses to exist. And slowly you begin to remember who you were before the world told you who to be. That moment isn't loneliness, it's reconnection. Solitude is the place where you return to your own company and find that it's enough. Insight 2. Peace becomes addictive once you taste it. At first you think something's wrong because the things that used to excite you no longer do. Crowds feel heavy, small talk feels hollow. You no longer enjoy noise for the sake of noise. But that's not emptiness. It's clarity. You're learning to prefer calm over chaos. You start protecting your mornings, your silence, your mental space. You crave depth instead of drama, meaning instead of attention. Epictetus taught that true freedom begins when your peace no longer depends on external things. Once you've tasted that inner stillness, chaos feels unbearable. The world may call your peace distance, but what you're really doing is detoxing from noise. You're learning that rest is productive, and that being alone can be the purest form of power. Try this. Sit alone for 10 minutes. No phone, no music, no distractions. At first, your mind will fight it. It will reach for something, anything to escape the stillness. But stay there, wait, listen. Soon you'll notice your breath slowing, your shoulders softening, your thoughts becoming clearer. You'll see that solitude isn't empty. It's full of everything you've been too distracted to feel. That's when you realize peace doesn't come from the absence of noise. It comes from the mastery of it. Insight 3. The world calls your calmness distance because it fears stillness. We live in a time when busyness is a badge of honor. People believe that being constantly visible means being valuable, but noise often hides emptiness, and motion can disguise confusion. When you stop playing that game, when you choose intention over impulse, the world can't label you anymore. Your calm unsettles people who survive on chaos. Your silence exposes the noise they cling to. Seneca once wrote that the wise are least influenced by the crowd's opinion. That's what you're practicing when you choose solitude. You stop needing to prove yourself. You stop explaining your peace. You love people quietly without the need to impress them. You care, but you no longer chase. And that shift, away from pleasing and toward peace, changes everything. You stop being reactive and start being rooted. You realize that calmness isn't coldness, it's composure. It's the power of a mind that can hold itself steady in a noisy world. Insight 4. Solitude is the bridge between confusion and clarity. Every transformation begins in silence. Before the artist paints, there is a blank canvas. Before the thinker writes, there is a blank page. And before you grow into who you're meant to be, there's a blank season where you feel lost, unsure, and alone. But that stillness isn't a mistake. It's a message. It's your life clearing the space for something new to grow. When you walk alone for a while, you begin to hear what truly belongs to you. You realize which goals are genuine and which were borrowed. You learn to stop negotiating your values for acceptance. You stop chasing what drains you, and you start creating what fulfills you. That's what solitude does. It refines you quietly. It shapes you into someone who no longer needs the world's approval to feel complete. When you return from solitude, you don't come back empty. You come back whole. So what does your desire to be alone really mean? It means your soul is choosing alignment over applause. It means you're tired of noise that distracts and ready for peace that heals. It means you're outgrowing the version of yourself that needed constant validation to feel seen. Yes, there will be lonely moments, but remember, loneliness is not a life sentence. It's the bridge between the old you and the true you. Walk it with dignity. Don't rush through it. Solitude isn't punishment. It's preparation. It's where noise turns to wisdom and pressure turns to peace. If people ask why you're quieter these days, tell them you're listening. Listening for what's real, for what's worth your energy, for the kind of life that feels right when no one is watching. And if they don't understand, bless them and keep walking. The right people will recognize your silence for what it is, strength. They won't ask you to shrink to fit their noise. They'll meet you in stillness, with honesty, peace, and depth. And those bonds will need no performance because they'll breathe on their own. If this message spoke to you, do 3 things right now. First, subscribe to Stoic Spring. By subscribing, you'll build the habit of caring for your inner peace and growing in maturity every single day. Second, like this video so that more people who need this reminder can find it. And third, write in the comments, "I find strength in silence." That will tell me you stayed until the end and that you're walking this quiet path of strength with me. And before you leave, choose one of the videos appearing here. Like this one, it might not only change how you think, but how you choose to live.